Alrighty, well, let's get this started then. So, we'll do a quick recap. Because I don't think there was
Is Will here?
Pretty sure, I don't think he's talking, but he's here.
He's muted.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He's too cool.
I'm here.
Ah,
There he
right.
is. Not a lot happened last session actually though, because
Yeah.
we had a short session.
Relatively speaking.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, so you guys basically followed up the next morning after the night of murder and mayhem. We had a little bit of a shopping part 2. And then the two most...
You missed the worst fucking thing. You springing those guards on us, making us think we are gonna have to murderize some guards.
Oh yeah, that
to
did
save
happen.
Will's ass.
Yep. You
And
were
then it
woken.
was like, oh, thanks for all your help, guys. It was super great.
Welcome.
That was it.
Good job I didn't jump the gun on that one, isn't it?
I figured that would work. Yeah, so you guys were awoken by the presence of guards questioning you as to your whereabouts and whatnot. I'll then have them thank you for your services in clearing out the sewer, which, we'll find out how that works, given that the sewers has just upheaved a bunch of fucking ratmen, including one giant abominable rat that you're pretty sure you've killed, given its lack of tail. You weren't able to make out its front side. But before that, actually, you guys, a couple of you anyways, returned back to the temple. And when you went up to the priest, there was something very noticeably off about him. It was clear that he hadn't been sleeping. His mind was definitely elsewhere, and while you're not entirely sure what was up with that, it was definitely off-putting, to say the least. He also seemed to believe, or he didn't believe. He said the weapon was still there, but you guys had no sight of it. And that was about it. And we ended
He told us about the pirate.
Oh, he did,
king.
yes. He told you a bit more about... That's right, man. Talking them back. He told you a bit more about what he learned from contacts in regards to who owned the weapon. You guys relayed this to Tom, which sparked some sort of just memory of this legend about a pirate by that name. I think I left my notebook at the house. So... I don't have any notes today. Cool. But yes, sparked a bunch of memories in that regard, giving you quite a bit more insight as to what the weapon's purpose is, namely that it wants to kill what would have been its first mate in life who betrayed him, although you're not sure who that is quite yet.
Gromac, whoever.
Yeah, we had a name because we asked the sword. We just don't know, if they're alive still.
Yeah.
Or anything of it.
Boreal.
That's right. Okay.
And then Will's sword foolishly told him to try and kill me, which would have ended hilariously, I think. It does not care for poor Tom's well-being.
Does not.
Apparently not. So, we ended off with you guys in the middle of that combat as these ratmen, who you can probably safely assume were the adventurers that had previously gone down into the sewers, as they're all very clearly using armor and weapon there. Oddly humanoid. And, well, it's not going so well thus far.
Oh, something I was wondering, Ty. Have we heard them say anything? Have they been speaking at all? These rat people while we've been fighting?
You've not, no.
Okay.
You've not heard anything, but, the way that they're organized, there's a clear composition to this group. That much is fairly obvious, even in the way that they're moving about. They're very, almost tactical, oddly enough.
You on silent for everyone else? Yeah.
Robot.
Did I go robot again?
I went silent.
Excellent. It's my wireless connection. Apparently, my modem can't do wired, guys, so...
It's true.
Yeah.
Even though my desktop doesn't do wireless. So, I believe we ended off halfway through Asher's turn. The Panther's already gone. Asher
That's right.
has not.
He is not.
And so he's not quite here yet, so we'll just let Phil, if you want to take his character over. I don't know if you have access to his sheet or not.
Yeah. I do have access to a sheet still, actually.
Okay, cool.
Do you know what he's going? How high is that that rat guy above Milo? Is that a considerable height? The one down, the assassin, basically that guy.
2 floors, right?
2 floors.
I mean, he's hanging off the
Looks
roof
like
at
it
the
from
moment.
Map.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like one paw on the ledge. He's both legs on the wall. He's just kind of dangling there, what dagger in his other hand, or short sword, whatever he was using.
All right. Oh, he's not very good at that. Okay, never mind.
What would it be to make him like fall, like just stamp on his hand or something? Would that be like?
Depends on what you do.
Well,
If the match is not very strong.
indeed. But actually, what Asher is going to do is he. On his way down, he's going to cast Spike Growth on the entire. Probably hitting some with this one as well. And hopefully catching the guy's hand as well.
And he won't be able to see that, right? Because he's dangling off the thing, so he has no idea the spike's there.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, he's also most definitely preoccupied with the Panther, so.
Yeah, the pouncing up at him is not great. Cool, that didn't send anything, so let's have a look at that. 20-foot radius, isn't it? So that's good. Oh.
Yep.
Can I have control?
I mean, yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna put it like that. Obviously, it doesn't go down the crack. It doesn't go down holes. It's a flat area piece where I am either, unfortunately. But all the area is now spike growth, and then he's going to use his additional 20 feet to probably just get down to the bottom ladder. And that's going to be, he's going to stick close to this wall, and he's going to, I think, just, I think. That's his turn.
All right. Then that takes us to Vruk. That's this.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Ivruk, Darius, and Milo are blessed still from my concentration thing. So remember that.
Yep. Cool, so Ivruk is going to run down there, and he is going to shoot a couple of Eldritch Blasts at that fool.
Don't do it.
Ain't my character sheet. It's going to be a 24 and a 15 then, including Bless.
For a big old 1 damage.
I've got Hex as well. So the first one definitely gets an Hex. Does the second one hit? 15?
It does.
The Mage?
Yep.
Cool, so it's another 7 damage. So it's
17
going to be
total?
17 total on him. And if he's concentrating on anything, that's going to be 2 con saves.
Don't believe he is. Polymorph did not work.
Cool.
And I don't think
You'll
slow
break
is,
out
right?
with slow.
I broke out this one, still
Oh, yeah,
effective,
so
so...
that doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
Right, there's no one. Yeah, no one else is. Okay, so as you come running up and just hurl both of these bolts, just as he's kind of popping out the other side of this building, you see this kind of glowing sheen of what you recognize as some sort of arcane armor. Blast go straight through that, kind of propelling him back a bit. He is still up, but you see him immediately kind of change course and start heading downwards. Which takes us to Tom.
Okay, Tom's gonna dash 60 feet in this direction, and then he is going to use his bonus action to hide.
Okay, so with the ranger of there, he's solid. So yeah, with the crossbowman rat just having vaulted over the crates there, sprung up onto the other buildings, you take off running, completely out of sight. No one even knows you're there. I mean, Darius just sees you zip by and then nothing. And it's on Darius.
Oh.
You're just a blur.
I can't see this guy up here, right?
Give me a perception. No. I mean, he's not fully down, but just given the angle and everything, it's hard. There's so much chaos going around that you don't notice him.
Alright, well, I see Tom run off after the larger one, which was my plan as well. And here's just kind of like a technical question. Could I, like, as a bonus action, bring my spiritual weapon to myself and then pick it up and carry it with me?
No.
I think it's intangible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ethereal.
Just curious. Well, it's going nowhere quick, so I'm just going to dismiss it and continue on this way.
You can move it 20 feet.
There's
as a
no
bonus
concentration.
action.
I don't think you can dismiss it, to be
I
honest.
don't think so.
there's
I
a
think it
way
actually
to
takes
do
an
it.
action to dismiss if it's not concentration spell usually.
Not waste the time doing that, but I'll move it up a little bit. And do I see anything from over here? Guess not. We saw him turn to the left, right? The larger thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what, Tom? You are right. That's true. So Darius, if it would change what you're doing, you can't see that guy up top. I forgot that you guys had seen him earlier.
They've got that area well under wraps anyway.
Okay.
I'm going
So as you come running out into this kind of T-shaped divide, looking down both ways, you saw them turn left, but as you look down that corridor in the street, there's no sign of them. They're gone.
Okay. And I have no idea where. I'm gonna assume he went down
you
that way.
have no idea where Tom is either.
So I'm gonna use my action to dash and get as far over here as I can.
Fuck, I'm lagging.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so
Ninja rat.
yep, and he's in that spike grove. So yeah, go ahead and roll me the 2d4 for that, because as soon as he even tries to vault himself back up, his hands just go raking into this. That was abysmal.
That was pretty bad.
But he will take a check nonetheless. Which he is fine at. So, as he kind of just jumps his way up on there. So that's the first 5, and then there's going to be... Does he have... He does, okay. Okay, give me another 8d4 as he goes just running through it.
Mm. 20 more.
It's a bit better.
Yeah, that's good. mix.
Okay, so as he comes just vaulting up over the ledge on the ground, now very noticeable of these spikes. You see him just kind of run as fast as he can. He is, it's actually going to cunning action that. Dash. That was 50. So he's only got 10 left.
Yeah, it's looking like 50 something feet so far.
He's on the ground, right?
Terrain.
Asher's on the ground?
Yeah, he's right at the very bottom.
Okay. Yeah. So all he's going to do then is throw a dagger at him. It isn't showing up. No. not at all. So just yeah, his feet and legs just cut up by this spike growth. He comes running to the edge. His eyes kind of just wildly turn towards Asher below. He quickly pulls a dagger out of his wrist and just spirals down into the ground. Hits the sand and dirt. Doesn't even come close to Asher though. And that's it for him. He basically just drops prone, or takes a kneel on this ledge, and that's it. Which takes us to Emin.
Rogue behind the parapet.
Yeah, you can see him. He's just got cover.
And this guy up here, I can't remember if he like hid and ran up there, or if I know he's there.
I don't think he's hidden. No, because he had to disengage and dash. I believe or did he? I don't remember. But no, I don't think he hid.
Yeah, he did. He went big time. He bit.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to this thing enough to get cover behind.
I'll give you an extra 1 AC for that. It's a stockade.
I'll go.
So it's not much.
I'm going to shoot as I run and then go prone by it, if that helps.
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to shoot at the mage and give Ibruk the upping feet towards him and take an attack. So 9 damage from me.
Sorry, not a green flame blade, but same damage anyway. So it's a 16 and just 10 on that. But I also get to hex him. It's a 12 on him, not the 16 quite there.
Is that a total of 21 between the two of you? Okay. So as you this wizard just running away as you come running up, let out a shot last second, goes straight into his shoulder, kind of clipping him, knocking him forward. As he stumbles off, Evrak, you use that opportune moment to just come in. Axe comes straight down, cleaving into its backside. There's this last sort of blood trickling from its mouth. It just twitches for a moment and then goes limp. You kick off the body and pull your axe out. It just falls to the ground. Blood soaking into the dirt. He's very much dead after that.
That's very good. He was nasty.
Wizards usually are.
Yep, that's me done.
Why they're so squishy?
We were just coming up as well.
Yeah. For shame. Alright, so with you just running up into that corridor, pulling your axe out, this rat just above you pops his head up, pulls the long-barreled rifle up over the ledge, and shooting straight down into you. And he hasn't been doing that because I'm dumb.
Ivruk or Edmund?
Ivrak.
It's me, I think.
Yeah. Nice point-blank shot. Why is that not working? What's your AC? 16?
Nope.
Is it gonna... Hold on, I'm trying to add his thing and it's not working. Is that gonna work? No, okay. I guess I have to do it manually. 18.
Yes.
Okay, that is 10 damage as he just pops up over the top with you in such close proximity. You hear the explosion, the plume of smoke goes up, and there's suddenly this shrapnel.
Oh, actually, yeah, sorry, I need to just do something first. So I actually took 4 from that.
Okay. So, as it goes straight through that temporary hit point, just embeds itself in your shoulder, you immediately look up and see him, and as he makes eye contact with you, he just drops back down. This time...
Just...
yeah. This time you guys lose sight of him.
Oh, no, I passed. That's fine.
This time you guys...
That bless.
Bless. Yeah, natural 1 doesn't matter for saving throws, right? It's only attacks. So, yeah, so this time you guys lose sight of him entirely as he drops down. He doesn't quite go on his knees this time. He's completely laid flat as Varrock looks up at him. It's not okay. It's not good for him. Mage's dead. Your boy over here. Taking a shot off, a couple of shots off at Emin.
So even though I don't have cover, it's disadvantage, right?
What's that? Yeah. Because you went prone.
Yeah.
And he's got 13 and 12.
Nice.
Both of those missing. And he's going to dash as his cunning action. Which brings us back to Asher as this rat just keeps running across this rooftop.
Alright, so... going to take the dash action, I think. A hide. Say stealth.
Quite well.
Yeah, he's pretty hit.
Oh yeah, he's got fucking expertise. Some Tom level
Right.
stealth.
Almost.
And then Asher
Almost.
is going to run his way out into somewhere more open. And he is going to hold his action for if that guy stands up to do anything. The assassin.
Okay.
He's going to shoot.
All right. So, Milo just comes running around the corner as he reaches the far end of it. Just knowing this thing is still up there, immediately goes into a kind of slow prowl. Asher takes off into the center, weapon arced towards that rogue. Vrok.
So I'm going to cast Fiendish Vigor on myself.
Well, you don't have any spell slots, man. Ever.
It's on a spell slot. It's for free.
Invocation.
Doesn't matter. The shape said it, dude. Shaped as God.
Well, it said an error occurred with spell slots. It didn't. No. And I'm going to move 30 feet into that area there, and I was going to. That guy just disappeared, right? The one at the top? He just vanished.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him just like duck down and you lost sight of him.
Give me 1 second. Would you let me hex someone if I knew they were there? Like to transfer my hex? Because I can transfer as a bonus action at any time afterwards. So.
Link me hex.
that delay?
Have to be able to see it.
Yeah, to cast it, yeah. I'm assessing because like I was literally looking at him and then he disappeared. Would I be able to have hexed him with my bonus action?
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's fine.
I mean, I don't actually know where he is. I'm probably not going to get to attack him before he dies because I'm running in the wrong direction. But 30 foot down there, that's my turn. Tom.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, Tom's gonna run up here onto the rooftop, up these steps. And he's gonna dash across this little.
Okay. So as you
Nice.
Oh, actually, sorry. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. I think that stair might only. That's a 3-story building. That's or 2-story. Those stairs might only go to the top of the first.
Oh, like
They go up to the second floor. They don't go to the roof.
the door.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to do some sort of climb. through.
Interesting. I must be missing the second floor map. Good job, me.
Terrible.
Interesting. Sorry, give me 1 second to find that.
Alright.
Shouldn't take long. Was this in the town square map? So... Pretty sure though, because there's stairs over here, or the ladder that goes up to that roof. What the fuck is this map called? Or the set?
Climate. How about that?
There you go.
That'd
Problem
probably
removed.
get you
Yeah,
all
you know,
Study.
let's say us all some time here. Yeah. Yeah. Just climbing, so it's just half speed. But yeah, you get to the top of the stairs and just vault your way up, clamber onto the top. But you're dashing anyway, so you got plenty of fucking movement. And as soon as you get up top, looking clear over this ledge, you can see this this rat creature on its backside, kind of like literally just pulling itself backwards. Weapon like currently being
away.
Yeah, shuffling away, sliding across the ground on its back, reloading the long-barreled rifle. He kind of just looks up at you and, like, wide-eyed, starts very rapidly trying to reload the weapon and point it in your direction. So that was 40 feet of movement. So you still got, like, 20.
I got 20, you said?
Yeah, because there's 30 to get to the top of the
so I'm
stairs and
gonna-
then 10 to get up.
Aaron be like, shoot me. Go ahead.
Hold on. Oh my god, where...
You just have an action, right? Bonus action dash, right?
Oops. Yeah, you
That's
only...
true.
Yeah, you have your action.
So I'm going to try to stab him with my rapier at disadvantage.
Advantage.
Regular. Regular. So it's
Oh, so close!
still a 9.
That would have been nasty. Alright.
Yeah.
Would've been really bad. Yeah, that wasn't even disadvantage, right? Because he's prone. That was just regular attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
regular.
flat.
So, yeah, you come just moving your way up to him, and as you try to stab him, he kind of just maneuvers himself off to the side, still trying to reload the weapon and push himself backwards. Goes to Darius.
Okay. Go ahead and, at this point, I guess, whip out a torch.
Let me give you a torch. Oh, actually, as you came around the corner, my bad. There are torches on these streets.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't have them up, otherwise it would have illuminated everything.
Gotcha.
Flicka. If you still want to light
Alright,
a torch, I can
so,
continue
yeah.
on though.
Yeah, I do.
Yoink.
And then I'm going to continue heading that direction for my movement.
Okay. There's definitely no map that way. But as you kind of just go running up, there's just another long series and array of buildings. I mean, you look down each way, but there's no sign of this large, abominable shape. No sign of the creature that it was seemingly being led by. A more humanoid, rag-wrapped creature.
I'm going to think to myself, I found the edge of the battle map, and then turn around and come back to assist the party.
Wait, what? You mean you don't want to be useless in the fight where everyone's getting kind
Edge
of
of
wrecked?
battle map doesn't necessarily mean anything. We've seen people go a long way off the edge of battle maps before.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Although I still have not seen any hide nor hair of Tom or this thing, so still hearing the sounds of battle behind me again. I had hoped to stop that thing before it caused too much damage to the city, but it's gone. That's my turn.
Okay. Then we are back to Rogie Boy.
Rogie boy.
It's a Rogie Boy. And doesn't matter what he's doing. As soon as he stands up, you've got your shot. With old Asher. Which will definitely hit.
Ooh, yeah.
27.
Disregarding that cover.
Just a little 27 there.
Yeah, and he's no longer prone. It takes 7. Yeah, as soon as he stands up, shot straight into its abdomen, kind of shuffles it back for a moment, lets out this like hissing sneer at you, and then just kind of gets a running start, and then lunges. He's Assassin's Creeding off the building and coming down with its short sword on yeah, it's going on Asher.
Oh. I mean, I am prone on the floor. I don't want to kill myself, but I'm a tempting target.
Yeah, but you didn't just shoot
Yeah,
him.
but I did just shoot
And
him
it's also
down.
been going at Asher, so
Fair enough.
don't get me wrong, I'd love to,
Look-
but yeah, it's coming in.
Yeah, this is personal for this, right?
All right, yeah, this is the one.
It seems first.
Trying to remember which
Yeah.
one had which, and this is the one with 3 fucking attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. That's not good.
Oh, dear.
Luckily, it's not getting sneak attack this time around.
Fuck.
Still not good.
That's good.
That mess. Oh!
Okay.
Oh, 14.
Still
Is
up.
Asher still up?
He's easy. Yep, he's got 15 left. If
15
he hit
after
with all
being
3, I was worried, right?
Yep. So as this thing just comes vaulting off, slashes straight through, getting this bloody arc across Asher's face, goes in with another long series of attacks that Asher's able to avoid some of, still getting just lacerated across the chest, the leg area. But he's still up and alive and fending this thing off. And little does he know there's a fucking panther behind him. So, Emin, it's on you. Actually,
Okay. So,
yeah, he's at this point not smart enough to run away. He's feeling good about himself.
okay, so Emin's going to stand up, move around to be flanking this guy, and then tell Asher to go high. So he stabs low with his rapier, and Asher can make, I guess, a punch?
He did a longbow
Doesn't
for him in
have
the
a-
face.
Well, a disadvantage, I suppose, yeah.
You could do it.
Oh no, is it regular? Because it's flanking? Or does flanking not count for range attacks? But anyway, mine was 15.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. It's a pretty spicy
Ash,
one.
Ash has sucked both ways, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it won't matter. That said, this thing is just so
In fact,
preoccupied.
sorry. Couldn't even take the attack, I used my reaction already. Cheating.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
So, yeah, so preoccupied with just swinging into Asher, you kind of just quickly jump off the ground, stab in through the backside of this creature. 15 damage. You pull out blood spurting from that wound. It is still up. It is still actually looking fairly decent. But there's definitely a number of wounds now just pouring blood out of this thing. It most definitely is.
Yep, that's me done.
All right, which takes us to this little guy here, who is
It's like run, run.
I dare you.
I mean, he is right. He quickly just jumps up onto his legs and just quickly tries to vault out of it. You're getting an opportunity attack because he does not have cunning action.
Okay.
The sword strike
again.
No, because he's still prone as he's running away. You got it.
Crawling? Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Well,
He's crawling.
He dies.
He's basically he's crawling out of range, and then like he jumps up and starts running. But
that's 31 points of damage right there.
is, yeah. Oh, he hasn't been hit yet, has he? Nice. Okay, but that's fucking significant. 20, 30. Oh man.
32.
32. Yeah, so this guy, as he crawls away, you just stab straight in, creating this bloody arc along it, like kind of starting at its stomach and ripping down its leg. It jumps up immediately, lets out this hideous screech, and then it is... yeah, that is nothing. He is jumping across to this roof, actually. Make sure he has the movement. Yeah, no problem. 10 to crawl away, and then vaults across as he lands, kind of turns around, letting off a shot on you. Going for his 1d10. Which I think he needs like a pretty high roll on. No, 13 will not do it.
Nope.
His leg is just so bloody, he kind of loses his balance as he takes a shot, and you hear it ring off and whisk past your shoulder. Mage is dead. Archer Boy is not. And he is shooting into... I don't know which one he's shooting into.
Where is he even? I didn't even see that.
Way up on top of the tavern.
Oh.
Where we came from.
He's
Like
behind
into the
where
door
I
where we
was.
came out of, he's above.
Going
He sure is.
going at Asher, actually. Oh, do you need to make I don't think it matters, but does he needs to make a concentration check for spike growth?
Probably doesn't.
He does, but I'm ignoring the spike growth anyway, so don't worry about it.
Just passes away.
Alright,
Yeah.
so these shots both into him.
Ooh.
15? 15
Yeah,
15 does hit.
Oh, it does. I thought it was
Ouch.
16. Luckily not that crit though. So the first shot just...
11.
I mean, you guys probably don't even notice the first shot. Second shot, however, kind of clips Asher unexpectedly in the back of his shoulder, kind of stumbling forward. That is not looking good for him at that point. And
doing
this
great.
thing just...
Is he still up? It looks like he's on like 1 HP.
He's
at
on
4.
He's on 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Goes to Asher.
So, Milo, continuing his fucking prowl, badass. He's gonna go just leaping over this way, taking assassin.
50 feet of movement is Dankarino.
Oh yeah.
That is, no, it's definitely going to
so
be
it's
with
a
advantage.
Claw first, isn't it? It's a 14.
14 unfortunately misses.
Oh man. And then Asher is actually gonna stick there and fight with his animal. He's gonna pull out his short sword in his right hand, give it a good slash. 24.
24 will hit that 5.
And then Milo will bite that piece of shit. And miss again, because he sucks dick.
Milo. Oh, Milo has blessed.
Does
That
Milo
won't
have
matter.
bless?
Yeah, Milo is one of the ones blessed. Oh, 15 doesn't hit either.
Managed the first one.
It does matter for the
16?
first one.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 will hit.
Cool. In that case, I'd need a strength save from you, please.
Which he will
Ooh.
fail.
Fail.
He is, however, going to do that thing
I'll-
that I've been forgetting the whole time, which is uncanny dodge, and take 3 from that.
So he loses 3 damage of that then, and Milo will be taking his extra attack.
Yep.
And it's 20 because of the
Then?
disadvantage.
All
so
sorts of advantage
As well.
for another 10. Okay.
And Asher is actually going to be running. He's going to risk it. Yeah, he's going to run behind this building away from where he's been getting all the shots from, and he's going to duck underneath this table over here.
Okay.
So, opportunity attack for you
Now you used uncanny dodge.
with disadvantage because he's prone. Oh, you don't have to go. So, I'll be running over here, and he's going to be crouched underneath the table, getting underneath.
Well, there's no table per se, but behind the
What,
chair.
actually under the table or behind?
It's a literally big stone
he's-
slab. There's no under.
Oh,
It's a what?
solid block.
A solid block. Okay, well, he's behind.
It's just like the tavern. It's just, or not the tavern, but the magic shop. It's just all stone slab kind of blocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and like he's just ducking behind all the chairs and all that shit, cover as possible, while Milo continues to tear into that piece of shit.
Okay. And at this point, this thing is not looking so good as Milo pounces on him, tearing in. Asher getting that attack in. Ammon on the other side. Just everything. This thing is on the ground, kind of just fending for its life now, using its short sword to try and block off these attacks. He's not doing so hot. It's on Vruk.
Cool. So I would like to jump up and grab this ledge here, the first floor, and pull myself up. So then I'm going to be going up that ladder. There. So I'm assuming that's going to be about like 20 feet so far. So.
Yeah, going up the ladders it's not difficult terrain or anything. It's just a regular move.
Okay, so. Alright. And I'm gonna jump and slap that bitch. Still prone, that's a 28.
Sorry, he's actually not prone. I just didn't take it off. He's still backtracking away from.
That's 10.
Bless? Is that including bless?
That's including the less I got my modifier on.
Oh shit! And I also didn't. He took 32 from Tom. Yeah. Okay. Didn't mark it down last time.
That'd have been so much because that's another 2d6 for Hex as well. Well, that's me.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to take it off.
It's all good.
So Tom.
Guess you can have them to them.
Definitely hitting, getting that sneak attack as well. 22.
Mm-hmm.
And dagger unfortunately missing, as you can just lunge over to this roof, stab in on the fall, goes straight into like the top of his chest. Kind of sneers and falls back. You go in with the dagger, but he manages to just narrowly avoid that. At this point, he's not looking too hot either. You see him trying to reload the weapon, but he can barely able to do so. Darius.
All right. Planning on returning to the group, but while I'm over here, can I try and figure out which direction they maybe went before returning?
Give me an investigation. Pretty good investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking down at the ground and realizing that this thing makes big fucking tracks, especially in the sand and dirt, you can see it immediately kind of heads off to the right, and following the various torchlight down the way, you can see that, I mean, they kind of wind in and out of the streets, going through alleyways and roads and whatnot. It's hard to tell where it ends or where exactly they're going. But you get the impression that they're not wandering. Like, this path seems very intentional.
Like they're searching something.
It doesn't. I mean, it's not. It doesn't even like as you look at them. It doesn't even seem like they're stopping or lurking. It doesn't seem like they're checking for something. It seems like they're going somewhere.
Yeah, they have a destination in mind.
This was a diversion, no doubt.
I'll return to the group. And was investigating my action?
Yes.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
Okay. Which brings us to Zerogi boy, who is not doing so good. He's prone. He's standing up, and yeah, that Milo fellow is bad news, and he's just going to town on Milo. Or not. I think he's AC
What's Milo's
15.
AC?
I think it's 15.
Miles AC is 15, yeah.
Nice.
All right, yeah. He tries to swing in, but with Emin there, kind of just like prodding and holding him at bay. I mean, he's just not getting anything through. He's gonna bonus action disengage. Not that that's gonna help him against Milo.
Mm-mm.
And we'll go there. So I'm pretty sure he's only 30 yet. Okay. Emin. This thing is just
Is
taken
Asher
off.
pro?
Yeah,
What's that, sorry?
I think Asher went prone.
Asher's prone, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So not going to be able to shoot with his bow, probably. You may as well take a disadvantage shot. Asher may as well take a disadvantage shot at the rogue.
Ooh. That's a miss anyway.
Not that it matters,
Just
as
damage
that
to it.
that heavy crossbow shot as you just kind of whip yourself around, let out the shot straight into its backside. You see it immediately just drop to the ground, come to a skidding halt,
Good.
and
So I can't
Die.
see where the archer's gone, can I? Because I can't see him, so...
yeah, you have no idea. I mean, you loose off this one guy, and as you look up to the roof, there's no sign of him.
It's gone.
Once again, run.
Like better this time.
I don't think he has a melee weapon, so he's taking a point blank shot at Tom.
Alright. 14 misses.
Using his last one to make that an 18.
Whoa, 18 just hit.
For
You're full.
for
11's
11.
nothing.
Was that like that?
Yeah, I mean he barely loads the weapon, very rapidly points it at you and lets out the shot. You kind of swing in it with your rapier, and it just scrapes by you. Still hits, but barely so. And then he takes off running, giving both of you opportunity attacks.
Foolish.
Nope.
I think mine hits, right? For a 22.
Why is it advantage?
Well, he's flanked still.
It's not flanked. You guys are both in front of him. Especially by the time he
What?
leaves your. By the time he leaves you, your
Yeah.
5-foot radius.
Oh, right. Oh.
You're definitely not flanking him then. That said, we'll see what this fall does to him, because that is still a 20-foot fall. As he
He's
is,
got disadvantage on dex
I've done
checks
like
as well.
40 points
Hex-
of damage on him. So,
He's very low. He's also got a fucked up leg from when you just scraped that rapier down. Or, yeah, the rapier. He's taking 2d6 as he just jumps off the back of this roof. Fortunately, a little low. He is still up. That is... Oops. Yeah, he just hits the ground. I'm sorry, wrong way. He's going this way. Hits the ground and like just tumbling roll. You hear this yelp. Clearly, that leg does not support his full weight when he drops. He picks himself back up and just kind of continues running. That's it for him. Mage is dead. Yeah, Archer boy.
Asher is going to use a
Not on
second
him yet.
Cure
Give
Wounds
me a
on
second.
himself. Oh, sorry. Archer boy. I thought you meant him.
Yeah, Archer boy. But there's so many targets. That's going for Emmett.
I don't know where he is, so I don't know if I have cover from him or not.
You're gonna get a couple AC from him
Okay.
as he pops out, but he's advantage on the first attack. 23, definitely hitting.
Yeah,
for
it's gonna
8,
hit.
and this, whoops, wrong button. Ooh, +2. What's that bring you up to?
Just
18.
brings me to 18.
Also gonna hit. Total of 18. As this thing just from out of the shadows of this rooftop, 2 crossbow shots straight into you. You can hear this sort of skittering across the rooftop, and then you immediately lose sight of him again.
So what direction did the bolts come from?
You saw
Similar,
them come from
like, up on that roof
the
still?
far side.
Over here?
No, still the tavern.
Oh, still up there. Yeah, okay.
I'm pinging. I don't know if you can see my pings.
No.
We can't seem to throw out his vision.
No.
So.
Oh, interesting.
Cool. Asher is going to do a second level Cure Wounds on himself. For 17. And Milo is going to use his fucking climb speed to charge after this guy. It's going to go 25, that's going to be like 36. And his climb speed is 10 foot less, so he'll probably only just get to the top of that. And then he's going to dash. So he's going to go another 12. Oh, he'll go straight, wouldn't he? Another 8. The top. And he can't see because he doesn't have dark vision.
It's so stupid that he doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, it is stupid. Agreed.
But owls have
Yeah,
insane
owls.
dark vision.
120 feet of dark vision.
Thanks, D&D.
Can Milo hear anything up here? This guy moving backwards.
Cannot at the
Well,
moment.
no,
No, I mean,
that's
he
stinky
comes
rat.
up and just like looking around. There's nothing at the moment. The skittering movement has all but stopped. There's no silhouette of this creature moving anywhere. There's nothing at the moment.
And Milo is going to move into the middle and just begin like prowling around, stalking into the darkness, and that's his turn.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, you got Asher still.
I've already done a Cure Wounds.
All right. Then Evrock.
Cool. So I'm going to take a 16-foot jump distance. I'm going to run to the edge, jump on that fool.
Just sword held down, just land on him.
Pretty much.
Even with advantage and bless, you just still miss that.
Exactly right. Yeah. I've got
Going
blessed
splendid.
included. Yeah, that was a max damage hit on both counts there as well.
Mm.
Yep, you go running off the roof, but like any cool and impractical hero, you make very loud shouting noises before every attack, alerting him of your presence, and he just like turns around, moves himself out of the way as you just slam into the ground. That is going to be 2d6 though from that fall.
Cool.
Maybe I'll roll as low as I rolled for me? Nope.
Nope.
No!
But I only took 3 damage from that because of my
Oh yeah.
Phoenix Vigor.
Yep. Tom, can you
Alright.
can you show Ivrock how it's done?
Tom is gonna run over to the edge of the roof. He is just gonna chunk 2 daggers at disadvantage.
Does that hit?
15. 14.
15 unfortunately misses by 1. You let out the first shot, and I mean, it clangs against him. You hear and watch it, but it just kind of, whatever like chainmail or whatever it is that that kind of amalgamation armor he has, it kind of just chinks off. The second one just barely misses him, hitting the dirt below. Concentration.
Damn sword!
Darius. Oh, unless you have any movement.
I'm making my way downtown, and I'm just going back for my full distance. And after my turn.
Alright, Rogue is dead. Emin.
Rogue did.
What you got, Emin?
Okay, so I can't see anyone at the moment, can I?
You can see me.
I can't see any enemies. So I think I'm to Inspiring Cry Asher, and then pull back so that I'm totally out of the line of sight from the archer.
Okay. This.
So, Phil, can you roll hit dice for Asher? 5 total for Asher. He's on.
This guy is disengaging and running 30 feet off the map. And that's all he's doing. And you're 30, so you'll be able to catch up to him. I'm not gonna bother marking that. Mage is dead.
It's on Asher?
No, it's on the archer.
Oh, okay.
And he is. Emin, why'd you move, Emin? Come back.
Because I don't want to get shot no more.
Come back. Alrighty. Then.
Oh, I've just remembered. I should have had con save. Oops. Yeah, Bless is gone.
Man, so.
But it's actually a spell? It works
It's
with that?
not a
or-
spell, it just says you have to maintain concentration as if it was a spell.
Okay. So as you're moving back, just yelling these inspiring cries, trying to get Asher going, surveying the field, you hear this kind of shuffled movement on the rooftop above, but I mean, it's a second too late. You look up and suddenly there's this sneering, whiskered face looking down at you. Lets out 2 shots. First one will be with with advantage.
Ooh. Hello.
18.
Yeah.
17?
Depends if I still have the cover or not.
No, he's looking. He's towering on top of you. There's nothing blocking him.
Then yeah. Then yes, both hit. Still up. Just.
15. Fortunately, he has to dash. So, yeah, no. He just moves back, and you see him kind of duck down. He's gonna try to hide.
Once again, it.
Well, I mean, Ash is getting killed as well. So.
All right, Asher.
to there and continue to dash. And then Asher is going to take a shot. He's going to come out from the cover up. Take the longbow shot at the guy over there.
Which guy where?
The one up on the roof. Where Milo just jumped to.
Be 15.
Is he prone?
Yeah, he ducked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 will miss, especially with that cover.
That's 14.
And that's going to be a bite from Milo, who misses.
Damn it.
Oh my god, the rolls! This should have been done so long ago. You guys are just. Oh.
Milo just really didn't like the taste of them, so he just is not really.
They're definitely gross.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Asher tries to take the shot off and just kind of clips the stonework, this chunk of rock, just plummets to the ground. Milo lunges over to this roof and tries swinging in this thing, just kind of battering him away with the crossbow, and managing to stay up. Ivrock running after this guy, I presume.
Yeah, Asher.
Mute yourself.
My second attack was also fucking terrible. That was a 5.
Wow. Alright, so yeah, you run up, you guys both have 30 movement, right? So you just
Got a +7 hit.
casually catch up to him, swing it, and he just ducks down, continues running. Tom, how you doing? This guy's at like fucking no hit
Tom
points.
is also, I guess, gonna run off the roof.
Got 4 hit points for what it's worth.
And then
Fall,
run after.
Fall definitely would have killed him had he rolled
Dash.
substantial damage.
With the bonus action dash and not close enough.
You should have enough movement to flank.
Yeah.
Did you go to-
That
Yeah, that dash.
disadvantage. Ooh, that's a 7.
That'll do that. With sneak attack in there, Vrux on the other side, you kind of
That's
just
14. That's 14.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you just jumping off the roof, running up along the other side. You kind of run past both of them, actually. You stop just in front, and as this thing kind of tries to halt and divert its movement another way, you quickly just stab up inwards with the rapier. You feel it go into its chest, and as you pull out, just lets out this raspy sort of gasp and falls to the ground. Thank goodness.
It's my turn.
Darius.
Eric's the Wanderer.
Pretty.
And you guys are both 20 off the
So
map, by the way.
Yeah.
Use my movement over here. And it's like just out of range of anything I can really do
Yeah, I mean, you measured properly.
from my edge.
Yeah, you were measuring for the middle.
See this fight turn into these very, very bloody compete with. I'm gonna command it to halt. Don't know if I can understand that. Not really. We'll see.
So first thing, doesn't understand common.
He makes a save anyway.
Don't even matter. You yell
Maybe,
at it.
we don't know.
Your string of commands and this thing, especially with Milo there. I mean, it's just battering it off. It seems to ignore you. Nothing changes.
And the elder. They're having no part of that.
So, dead, blah, Emmett.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna here. It's first floor. Can I command Milo to take an attack with commands? It depends. Can Milo understand commands? Is the thing?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Those
Yeah.
ashes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll.
I mean, even if he
18?
doesn't, he's all about taking that opportune attack. Oh, this guy's still got tons of health. Okay, 18. Whoa. He's got.
So 18 total. is he? Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta. Sorry, one sec. Hurry up. Just waiting for this to reload. Because I don't remember what his AC was. Unfortunately, that will miss because he's got that 3/4 cover. As he's just fucking prone there.
I was 18 and miss. Yeah.
Only because of the cover.
Yeah.
But the
just
19
6
will
from Milo.
definitely hit because no cover from that. So as the shot just whisks past, Milo goes just continually tearing into this thing. Oh, actually, is it take his Milo's reaction to use the Asher's extra attack, or is it
Correct, yeah.
Asher's reaction?
Yeah.
So does he not get it from this?
Yeah,
But,
it's
yeah.
resurrection.
You can't. Can I get Asher to make an attack instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
He did a reaction for Asher's attack, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, that was on Asher's turn. Does the reaction get or it started turn?
It's at the start, so then he uses it later on in the turn. It's still gone.
Yeah. Okay. So
There's very few cases where Milo would ever have a
take a shot
reaction open.
instead. Yeah.
You want Ash to take a shot instead with all the disadvantages.
Yeah, with disadvantage and
20 there still hits. I think it was the same damage, wasn't it?
And
Yeah.
20 will hit, even with that cover. 20 is exact, that cover. So just barely, as Emmons' shot whisked by, Asher manages to get a shot off. As this thing's trying to get itself back up, slides across it. It's not significant, but it's damage. 6 in total. And it is now.
Then I'm gonna jump down prone behind the.
Yep. This thing is pulling itself up. In what is probably a mistake. He kind of just jumps off onto this lean-to, falls back onto the ground. That is 10, 15. Oh man, there's too many of you and all over the place. It's no good. He starts running off this way, and he is mid-run. He's taking shots at Emin. You have a couple extra AC from that ledge.
Okay.
Or
Cover. So
you went prone, right?
yeah.
Okay. So disadvantage. Yeah,
Yeah,
both of those are missing this ting ting clang against the wood or the stone, and he just keeps running that direction. Probably about to get shreked on now that he's not in cover or prone
Yeah.
or anything.
So Milo pulled his way down. Chase. Radical.
Definitely hitting.
Well, 17, but just so I get my thingy here. And Ash is going to we'll use Milo's attack for the second one, so it missed. It's a 14 to hit with Asher.
Which will
I believe
miss.
misses. Cool. Milo's attack is a 1, so he missed. And
Yep.
then back to me. I'm going to be coming. Just go like 10 feet back. I'm going to be using a Fiendish Figure this turn to get another 7 hit points.
Alright, Tom? Running back, I presume. I think you're muted.
Running back, yeah, this was about 20 feet off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can dash for insane amounts.
Yeah. I'm gonna dash to here, and Yeah, I think.
Dash again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could dash again.
Technically. Okay.
You can see him. He's getting some insane cover, but you could technically see him.
I don't
Get
think
to
Tom has an attack that goes 70.
Yeah, it's true.
Here.
Fair enough. Alright, so you just go in an all-out fucking sprint to get back to the center of this town. Darius? Darius?
Don't really have much in the way of.
No javelins?
Nonetheless, I will still try. I've got a single spear. Yeah. I'm gonna move slightly past Asher and lob my spear at him. Trying too hard not to hit my left.
Yeah, which will unfortunately miss. But yeah, I mean, as Milo's just tearing into this guy, trying to avoid him, you're just firing a warning shot across his nose. That's straight by.
I said across his nose, not up
I was
it.
just about to say that. Such a good movie. Is dead. Emin. I should just take them off the order, actually.
It was though.
So, fire a shot down and tell Asher to take a shot as well. 27 for 12.
26 for 10.
10. Nice. Tell the 22.
22. Is he up? He is still up. But he's just barely hanging on as these shots just coming from all different angles straight into his backside. He's just getting pincushioned. It's not good. It's not good for your health.
Get down prone. Hang on. I don't have movement to move away from the edge, so I'm just going to go prone on the corner there, just behind the ledge.
Yep, in between the barrel and ledge. Sounds good. He turns around to he's taking 3 disadvantage shots on or 2 disadvantage shots on Milo, and that's it.
Nope. First
Miss.
one. Was says 10 for that.
Managed to get one
What?
logged into the flesh of Milo, and he takes off running. Which, in retrospect, I guess he should have.
Do a reaction. Coordinate.
Actually, wouldn't have made any. Yeah, he doesn't get it because.
Milo basically never gets opportunity attacks then, does it?
Pretty much no. Like it's only if he doesn't have the opportunity to attack on Ash's turn. It's more of a guaranteed opportunity attack rather than.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going 20 off. Asha.
Oh, perfect. Well, Milo pounce. That's gonna miss. Then you'll do a bite when the thing attacks, which is gonna miss 2. And longbow's gonna hit for 8 though.
That'll hit. This Milo just kind of is really just rearing around to the front of him, tearing, and Asher manages to get a shot, another clean shot into his backside. Heyo. You lose someone? Lost Will.
Oh, that's Will.
Alright, Ivrak. Running back some more.
Yeah, guess so. I'm gonna go feet or whatever, just in. Isn't it another little well? Yeah, I'm just gonna run into the middle of the town. I can't really see anything.
Okay.
And just have a little look around. That's my turn.
Alright, goes to Tom then, who's 70 feet off away from
Just
this guy.
dropped.
Oh, is he dropped entirely?
Yeah, dropped that discard. So,
Wah, wah. Alright, Darius then.
These useless rats running away. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Asher at first level.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
Emin,
Got 7.
can,
Crap from mine though.
can he do
We're
it?
getting up there. We're still getting. Oh.
I don't know about that.
Right, Emin?
Oh, should let this play burn.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, I use that, and then
Bridge is burnt too. It's all
Immediately.
gone.
Oh, God.
I guess. I'm in and pop up. Shoot the crossbow, get shoot with the bow. So oh, now he's dead.
I'd say he's dead. Yeah, you know. It's a good one. It's a spicy one. Yeah, you know.
I'm not dead yet.
So, yeah, as this thing tries to wrench himself away from Milo, keep on running. With you perched in between the ledge there, you kind of put your backside against the barrel, leveraging this shot. Take aim, arcs down, straight through the neck of this thing. There isn't even so much as a gurgle as it just instantly drops to the ground. Milo just continues to tear into it. And I think that is the end of that.
Indeed. He regrets it.
That is the end of that combat. And I guess we'll give these two guys a minute or two, hopefully.
That
Yeah.
that combat expecting when we started it.
That was
It was.
that went way worse than it should have, really.
There's so much things at a very long range that only the archers could really do anything, and then they got focused by assassins.
I don't know. If,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true at all because
Fireballs.
two of the melee characters got up on the roofs. I think it was just Darius just walked away.
I attacked every round.
I mean, I don't have breach. I don't got no eldritch blasts there.
That's why there's ladders on
You
the
could have
outside of
them.
the buildings. Ladders and stairs.
My character wouldn't know that.
You would. You spent the last couple days
They're in
here.
plain view. You can see half of them.
No, literally, like the stairway that Tom took is way back here. You'd have no idea that was an access point.
Not the
So-
stairway. We're talking about the ladders.
There's ladders.
ladder.
I mean, you've been
This one right here?
here a couple days. You know there's stairs on each of the buildings.
Okay, you could explain it that way, but I
All
mean,
like this.
and,
These ones are all of this.
the scene, no. Just imagining what I would see and react to. I don't have like a, locked up map in my mind of the city that we finished.
Still, we'll survive.
Yeah, no,
Just.
that's fun. In the downtime, I'm going to be picking up my spear and beginning to cast all the while Find Steed.
Okay.
I'm gonna search for bolts that I've lost because I'm running quite low. I think I fired 7. I was 19 before. Do I find them or what?
Yeah. I mean, roll me. How many did you use?
D7? 7, I think.
Yeah, just roll 7d6 or whatever. Just a 50% chance to regain them.
Rifle guy, because I want his gun.
Yeah. So you get tipped off by Tom and Ivrak as to where that
The fact
one
that I
went.
had bullets whizzing by my head.
Yeah. So you go and find that. What the fuck is on my shoe? Go and find that body and. What is going on? So as you pull a torch off one of the buildings, light up the body so you can see it better, and I mean it was clear that he was using some sort of firearm, and as you pick it up and inspect it, you can almost certainly see in your mind. I mean, there's no doubt that this isn't a
Didn't
Thasian
get that.
gun.
I sorry. Yeah.
We
Okay.
can't hear everything you're saying.
Okay, hold on.
I think I heard it's definitely an Athasian gun.
see what we can do here.
Mighty gums.
I mean, that could also have been it.
Let's go ahead and remove ourselves from the fire.
Someone might want to search that wizard for that diamond he's got.
I mean,
Indeed.
imagine we're going to
was-
search all the dead ones, right?
Well, once the thread finished and people seem to be doing stuff, I was going to go steal the arcane focus from that wizard. Get a fiery dagger of doom, and I want it.
Alrighty, so, if someone doesn't mind hopping on up here just to give me an extra screen, that'd be great. Hoping that
I'll do.
reduces my lag, getting rid of my player screen and all that jazz. Let me know if it goes robotic again, though. Alrighty, so.
What's better than one fill? Two fills.
Is that better?
I think
I
that's
don't know if that's better.
worse.
I mean, he's just filling in the blank here.
Oh.
Aha, 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 aha.
Alright, well, Noya's got disadvantage for the rest of the night, so. Or morning or day, whatever it is for you.
No.
We've got a mix. So,
I'll be here all week, don't worry.
I can't say night because then that would carry over to the other game, which would be fitting for that game. So let's go with that. At any rate, as you pull out the torch and just light up this body, you pick up the rifle. You immediately recognize this as an Athasian gun. Like, there's no doubt about it. You can tell that some of the markings that would have identified it as Athasian have clearly been like just scratched away, and it's sort of unmarked at this point. You can see it has its own sort of decorations and adjustments that have been made that aren't, from what you know, the Athasian military, they definitely aren't like up to code per se. Something that wouldn't be allowed.
May have been stolen or something like that.
Well, as you look at the body, the armor is kind of, I mean, it's decent armor. It's, man, I wish I had my notes. Give me a second.
It's common clothes.
It's common clothes with an AC of 16 or whatever he had.
Common clothes with metal stitched into it.
The blessing of a god.
No, so, I mean, the armor itself is, I mean, it's kind of fucked up at this point, given this combat, the combat that it's been through in the sewers down below, but it's quite clear this is a sort of military-esque, like studded leather, something from the Athasian military. You can see the armor itself, though, some of like the patches and whatnot ripped off. You kind of get the feeling this was probably a deserter or something. You don't imagine that it was
Yeah, that's what I was
stolen.
thinking. Oh, that's interesting.
But the rifle itself is in a pretty good condition. There is, go ahead and roll me a d20 for the remaining ammunition.
Oh, come on, roll big. Fuck's sake.
He let off a lot of shots during that combat and before. And, well,
I didn't actually fire any bullets that one, so
so you...
I'm still okay for bullets.
You go
That would've been
digging,
nice.
Yeah, you go digging through the pouch, and there, I mean, you jingle it, and I mean, it's literally just a sack with 2 balls in it. So,
I mean, a lot of them are in me.
but
You can
they
have
are
those if you want.
they are balls of steel for what it's worth. So, or iron, you know, still hardy.
He had 2 balls of steel.
2 balls of steel. So, congrats. It's not all bad. It's pretty bad.
What was the rifle?
It is a.
That's the phallic attachment which goes with your sack and steel balls.
Yeah, it's just 2d6 damage. Works the same way as your thing.
Ah, okay.
It's got loading property and all that, so you can only fire it once.
Yeah.
But 2d6. Oh, and let me get you the range on that. You know, it's a little bit better than your pistol. Just a hair, though. It is.
This one's got a short range of terrible and a long range of mediocre.
It is 80/240.
Okay, Okay, that's pretty good.
It's not bad. I think it's pretty much a short bow. Like, not quite a pair, yeah.
Double the damage.
Yeah, you imagine. Well, no, not really. Not with this. I mean, this is just a pretty standard kind of issue weapon for some of these more long range units.
Yeah.
Not the best you've seen. I mean, you've seen some pretty insanely long range rifles and stuff, like very long barreled, but it's not quite
like
there. But
standard
hey, it's
infantry weapon.
still, yeah, this is more
Yeah, it's
standardized.
still good.
and much better than your pistol. Over on the wizard side of things, you guys approach this creature. This creature has kind of this really tattered up robes at this point. But as you go digging through and quickly pick up that dagger, you can see that the dagger itself is quite nice, very ornate looking. The hilt and crossguard are all sort of heavily gilded with this intricate silver lining. You see in the pommel this red gem kind of just encrusted in the intricate work. It's very nice. Very clearly, from what you saw, it was very clearly the arcane focus.
I think I actually have a dagger. Yeah. So I'm gonna like just take my dagger out, just drop it on the floor. And put was.
And for what it's
Look
worth,
down, it's like, yes.
it is a +1/+1. Hold that thought. It's not quite +1/+1. I think it's just +1. Yes. Okay. It is +1/+1 for spell attacks. It doesn't increase your DC, however.
Ooh, that's actually fantastic.
So
That's pretty dang
Eldritch Blast +1/+1.
But yeah, my Eldritch Blast now has the same hit bonus as
Yep. So almost as soon as you pick it up, I mean, there's this kind of just swelling of energy that you feel can cascade through you. It's minor, but it is noticeable. You kind of just tampering with it, you see it channeling your attacks, and almost as you kind of channel the Eldritch Blast through it, just playing around, testing it, you see that it not only like just blazes up into this red flame, but actually the flame takes on the same aspect as your attacks, creating this sort of whitish ethereal flame. It's quite nice.
Dope.
This ghost flame almost. It looks like Emin on a bad day. Or Wabi, actually, to be more accurate.
Cool.
Emin's no ghost.
Yeah.
Just
just
Or Reese.
Yeah. Or Reese, because Reese is dead.
Well, Reese is dead.
Just your friendly weekly PSA.
Reese still dead.
I can't wait for the session that Ty says, "Oh, and you see before you Reese, he's alive."
I mean, absolutely not. He's as dead as they get.
Dead. Yeah.
He'd be a zombie.
Nope, no, he's dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. Some of the other guys, maybe. Not that one, though. He's dead. Very dead.
Mhm.
So,
Actually, couldn't be a zombie. We burned him.
yeah, you guys did burn him. Can't trust a wizard.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Maybe he'll be a specter. Sure. The other bodies. The rest of them don't have anything of particular note. You do very much notice that, I mean, the more you look at these were the adventures that went down. You immediately recognize the warrior as the body that you had found in there. You can see that they have been heavily tampered with, heavily experimented on. Obviously, their heads. You pretty quickly notice none of them seem to have their heads. There is this long line of stitching that goes around the entirety of their necks, replaced with these much larger rodent skulls and heads. Their bodies, their arms and everything are sort of their own, although they've been kind of re-segmented in areas, giving them a sort of ability almost to get down on all fours and run if need be. That's why they were able to kind of cling to roofs so well and whatnot. And they're just the patches of hair everywhere, just far thicker and wiry. I mean, you're not sure exactly what happened, but it is clearly experimentation, and it is, it's bad. It is very bad.
Hello, Aaron.
Welcome, welcome.
Good evening, all. Sorry about that.
That's all good. We just finished the combat a little bit ago. We're just going through our loot.
You died.
Me and you almost died, but didn't quite.
Wonderful. Sounds like I didn't miss too much.
It's all good.
Not too much at all.
Well, knowing that fucking thing stood back up after I cut its head in two and then decapitated it, I am going to stick my axe into the back of this mage guy, and I'm going to ignite my green flame blade and just burn him from the inside out.
Okay, yeah.
There's nothing left of this guy once I'm done.
He's got his component pouch and all that. There's...
Because I thought chromatic orb, you have to have like a gem
You do.
worth a lot.
There's a 50 gold diamond just there.
Yeah, no, that's all there. He's got like a component pouch among his other array of stuff.
I just didn't want Ifra to get robbed.
To burn the
To
diamond.
burn the diamond, I think it'll be fine.
No, diamond will burn. It's just carbon.
So, yeah.
It has a very high... Like, it doesn't just burn from a normal fire, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but this is magic
No, it's-
flame.
It'll oxidize.
Magic flame.
So, at any rate, yeah, you burn the body, just ignites from the inside and slowly burns outwards. The smell that cascades off of this is, I mean, it's beyond putrid. It makes the sewer tame in comparison. But you stand there for a few minutes and let it smolder, and eventually there's nothing but ash left. The few components, the hard gems and metal, fine. Most of the armor.
690 feet. Cool.
But yep, you get the diamond out from there. The rest of them all have loot appropriate to what they were using. There's the light crossbow, the halberd that the warrior had, shield. He also had. Where did his armor go? There's splint mail on the warrior.
So the split mill and the warrior.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, this is
Piece
all
of shit!
this is all fitted for. I mean, you can see their bodies are kind of like hunched over, and they don't fit very well in the armor that they're wearing, especially not that split mail because it's just so thick and hard. But I mean, as you kind of wrench it off the body, it is quite well fitted for a humanoid-sized person. Yep, it's cool. It's good. It's great.
Trash it.
I could use that.
Aside from that, yeah, just the regular weapons, light crossbow, daggers, short swords. You guys collect the rest of your stuff, unless you're looking for anything in particular.
We need to decide if we're going to try and hunt down the one that ran away or not.
I'm already making moves.
What moves are you making?
I'm currently casting Fine Steed.
Doesn't that take like
That's what I
Long
said.
time?
Let me know when I'm done. Takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes into.
Yeah, I mean, by the time everyone is done collecting the loot from all of these various bodies, you'd be done.
Okay. Around the completion time, I'll raise up my sword and make an arc across the sky, at which point there's a bit of a thunderclap that peels out and a couple of the clouds spread a tiny bit. Before this, warhorse comes charging out of the sky, down onto the ground as if it was galloping on air, then standing next to me. I'll start saddling up my stuff.
More dagger mill. So what are you summoning? Is it a sad elk? Is that what we got?
It is a warhorse.
Like a warhorse with horns and a sad demeanor, right?
No, it's blackened skin with a little bit of spotted texture in some spots.
We perceive this warhorse as sad.
That's fine.
He looks.
You're welcome to perceive it however you so choose.
Yeah, I mean, you guys watch as this being that should be majestic and amazing comes trotting into the front, and it's as Darius describes, but there's a tinge of sadness, and
Didn't hear that.
that's okay.
Okay.
I saw all that stuff.
Uh,
Hey, I found some tracks. I'm going after it. I'll buy you lot.
Something's wrong with your horse, mate.
I feel like a stiff breeze would blow me over. I'm going to head back to the inn. I'm afraid I can't be of any help to you.
The stiff breeze would usually knock you over.
In this case, even less stiff. I don't know. I'm almost dead. I'm going to the inn.
We can all let this thing tear apart the city. It's our responsibility.
Yes, you go, but I'd be a hindrance rather than a help.
Don't paint yourself like that.
Yeah, out of character, I have literally 7 HP.
I mean, he's probably right.
You'll be fine.
Unless
He's
you've got any
usually
healing,
right.
unless you've got any healing, I'm heading to the inn.
We're going to need you where we're going, and I'll heal you for 10 points of hit points with lay on hands.
Ooh, okay, 17's usable.
He still looks like shit.
I mean, well, how are we going to chase? If you're going on that horse, we won't be able to keep up.
We're going to hunt it down. Call to our allies once we find it.
Have you,
Even better, take it down.
have you seen his horse? We'll easily catch up with that.
Is this just a thing now? Just all fine steed animals are just...
He's like, he's gonna be a greater fine steed at some point, right? He's gonna summon like a fucking griffin. Like, griffin ain't right, mate.
That is the saddest griffin I've ever seen. No,
I'll be a sight faster
this one-
than you lot.
this one hasn't shown any
Cover a
sad
little bit more
tendencies.
ground that way.
I mean, I suppose we could probably put Asher on the back with you, maybe, so you can shoot as you're riding along.
Perhaps.
You can
Although it's more
cuddle
for
up.
getting people to where we need to be.
Well, off you go then. Go hunting down.
Alright. We'll split up all looking for this thing. Took a left up there and then alright. And find the tracks if you look hard enough. I'll be following those.
I think we'll probably just follow the burning.
We'll follow the large horse that's galloping off into the distance, probably.
Fair enough.
Just gallop off.
And I ride off with Asher after this thing.
Well, if Asher wanted to go with you, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll jump on, and I'll leave Milo with the group.
You sure? I think a cat can keep up a bit. Fast one.
Actually, yeah, Miles probably as fast as the horse, isn't
Yeah,
he?
it's
Yeah, out of character, I haven't had a look at how he's doing for...
Oh, Milo's
Milo's
doing
fine. Milo
super,
hasn't
super
been
good.
Okay, cool, then he comes with us.
Yeah, you're fucked up, but Milo's fine.
Alright. Off we go.
As they gallop off, I turn to Em and say, alright, so when they get back, well, when they get to the creature, we wait for them to tire it out, and then we kill it.
Well, let's walk in the direction that they're going, so we're a bit closer.
Well, obviously, if you go too slowly, then it will replenish its strength.
Ah, good. Yes. Well, let's go. Tom? Where's Tom? Is Tom hiding somewhere?
Tom is not able to hide. He's got a bullet wound in his
He's like ping
shoulder.
countering over.
He's hiding really well. There's just a trail of blood
Yes.
wherever he goes, so it's easy to find him.
I think he is in that alley.
Alright. Guess we'll go search for this thing. Ah!
Okay, so
Me, Asher, and Milo all go charging off in the direction of the tracks.
And the rest of you are trailing behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tracks themselves aren't terribly hard to find. Like I said, this thing's big, rat fucking feet, leaving plentiful tracks in the ground. And of course, there's this constant that is the humanoid butted footprints that that kind of just trail in front, clearly having taken the lead. You follow them, and again, it's a rather direct path. It winds in and out of the alleys, but I mean, you realize that most of them are just shortcuts, it seems, instead of taking the longer main streets. And as you follow the tracks through the city, you find yourself getting further and further to the edge, where at the moment you're technically in the lower kind of half of the city. It's sort of the middle kind of class, but these tracks seem to lead further and further into what you would normally consider the scum and the really low class area of a city. Many of the buildings appear unkept, beaten, worn down.
Question: do we see any of the 3 guards that are supposed to be like watching over this?
Actually, yes. As you've been like following the tracks, eventually you come out into like one of the main streets, and one of them is just standing there. He's got his spear skewered in one of the bodies. He kind of hefts it out, and this is just a tiny rat, a large rat, but like what you were fighting in the sewers. What the? He turns and sees you, and holds the spear up, and he's not even holding it properly. It's,
Hold on, mate. It's us.
What the fuck's happening? There's rats everywhere. They're coming up out of the sewers.
Yes, we're killing them as we find them. You didn't happen to see a really big one.
He looks down at the ground, the huge rat that he's just skewered.
Friend. No friend.
I point to Ivrook and say,
I'm doing this.
Yeah, I mean, his head just turns from person to person. It's like turns to Evrak and then follows your hand. And you see his eyes just noticeably widen. And he shakes his head. No. Why is that thing? There's something like that?
yeah.
It has a big hole in its face.
Yeah. Just stay away from it if you find it.
Yeah?
Like, it's probably better not to find it, actually. If you find it, you're probably already dead.
He's got a point.
You're not even holding your spear properly.
As you say that, one of the rats that's laying on the ground just suddenly and just starts like stabbing rapidly into it over and over. Oh, fuck! Oh god!
Keep up killing those little ones. We'll go chase down the big one.
Okay. Yeah.
Where are your friends?
Elsewhere fighting rats. They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
You should probably stuck together.
Oh.
Yes, little tip for you: never split the party.
Like a team.
But there's so much ground to cover, and okay.
Yeah, but you're going to die anyway, and if you try and take on all of this, they would just kill you. So maybe it's best to focus on one little area and protect that really well.
He drops his spear and comes running up to you, and I mean, you can see his clothes have been like bitten into, so pieces of it are just flaking off as he comes up to you, and he like grabs onto you, and he's like, "Please, no, I don't want to go."
Please stop touching me. I don't like this at all.
All right. Calm down. Just.
I'm like stealing him off.
Just stay hidden.
He looks sad.
Spear.
He's
Stay
crying as his clothes are evaporating, and he's.
You Spider-Man me.
So, anyways, yeah, that's all. That guard he picks up his spear, and he just.
As he picks it up, I'm like gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna wrench the spear out of his hand, turn it over the right way up, and put it back in his hand.
But
Did they give you like any training?
No.
We don't have time for this. We need to chase down the big one.
Come on, we have to
Head
go.
up.
While we're charging, by the way, I would like to cast what's it called? detect evil and good, and I'm looking specifically for undead for the 10 minutes that we're charging. So I have enough warning.
Okay, yeah, no problem. 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that guard. I'm gonna like position him in the doorway. It's like, there you go. Now nobody can hit you from behind or from the sides. You just point your spear over here and just stand there, okay?
I mean, he's looking at you with like a combination of awe and fear, just given what you are. But I mean, he's listening.
Ivra, come on, we need to go.
Time to go.
So, Darius and Asher, as you guys are much further ahead following these tracks, you get further and further into this more decrepit part of the city. And you kind of come to a slow as the buildings are much more kind of just... I mean, the buildings, even where you were at before, are very tightly put together. But even here, I mean, there's hardly any space between the buildings here. It's alleys are big enough for one person to get down, maybe. So you kind of bring the steed to a slow as you follow the tracks. You can see that very few of the buildings have any light coming from them. In fact, most of them seem to be abandoned in some degree. But you can very clearly see the tracks heading straight towards a building that is just nestled in between a trio of others. It's cramped. You can see the windows boarded up from the outside, actually. It looks like it hasn't been maintained in years, and the wood door is currently ajar. It's halfway swung open.
It doesn't look like any of these like buildings have been attacked or anything.
Nothing at all, no.
Well, what do you think that it's speaking in this part?
No idea. Maybe that's another entrance to the sewers.
Perhaps. Do you think that they're segmented or something?
I'm not sure. I've never hunted an animal or a thing quite like this, so I don't know its tendencies.
Right.
Part of me, the sensible part of me, says that we should stake out this building and see what comes and goes, if anything. But then it's about whether we have the time to do that.
It's true. I don't feel good about this thing roaming about the city when it's our responsibility.
You want to go in?
Perhaps.
I would say if we're going to go in, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if we were going in with the rest of the team.
It's true. Stop this thing as soon as possible, or draw its attention away from civilians.
Do you have a plan in mind?
My initial thoughts were to keep you far on the back, giving me a bit of cover, as this thing seemed to be a rather bulky in-your-face type opponent. I would hold its attention until we could draw the party in, making as much ruckus as we could. We've got a bit of distance on them. I can't imagine they'd take too long.
Yeah, we can give it a go and hope that they are ready for us when we come barreling towards them with a rat monster
That's what I'm
chasing behind us.
Now, the building is the place. If you take a position that's pretty far away, been torn into in that last battle there. See, your wounds have healed a bit, but perhaps it's best if I'm the forefront of their targets.
Ty, can I see any buildings nearby where I could maybe get onto the roof?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And
One of them?
there's tons of buildings around this part.
Yeah, I'll take up a position on one of these rooftops. I'll leave Milo down here with you.
Alright. And this building is just the one entrance.
From what you can see, the building is kind of this L-shaped structure. It is 2 floors. The top floor is a bit smaller. It only encompasses kind of the longer section of the L. There's a staircase on the outside leading up to the second floor, and the doorway kind of in the front.
And this is where it looks like the tracks ended.
Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see them leading into the doorway, and the door is halfway ajar.
Okay. Before we do this, as this may be the place where it's come to rest, I think your idea has some merit. What if you send Milo to go inform the party of our location and lead them to it? I'll circle the perimeter and make sure it hasn't left. You cover the entrance.
Yeah, that sounds like a decent enough plan to me.
Alright.
Cool, and then, yeah, with that, I'll instruct Milo to retrace our steps and go and find the rest of the party.
And I will then proceed to try and encircle the place and figure out if it has left this building or is still inside.
Okay. So Milo takes off running. Asher, you said you're kind of climbing up on another building?
Yeah, if I can get onto the roof of a building nearby where I can quite clearly still see the front of this building in question.
Yep, not a problem. While you're clambering up that building, Darius, you go and just circling around. You can see there's another door along the side of the building. Likewise, door is halfway swung open. This door, in fact, is almost completely in tatters. What little wood is left there is just barely dangling along the hinges.
Okay.
And give me an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, door's been smashed. I mean, you can tell that the door's been smashed from the inside. This door, at least.
From the inside. But there's no tracks on the outside, right?
There are tracks on the outside. You kind of, it's hard to mistake as you kneel down. You can see tracks clearly leading out of the door, away from the building, and then they sort of get lost as the ground turns from this sandy dirt that most of the city is to the more hard sandstone pavement. That's where you lose the tracks.
Alright. I will return to Asher and inform him about the beast having left the building. It appears that it left to the backside. Well, this building was important to it, perhaps we should check it out.
Yeah, if we think it's not in there, then let's go and have a look at what that building is. And hopefully by the time we're done with that, the rest of the party should be with us.
Alright. I'll instruct my steed to wait outside, and then I will proceed to very, very cautiously look through the front door.
Okay, so both of you're outside now.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same.
Okay, So, as you just go peering in, you kind of just swing the door open ever so slightly. Looking in, the place is a fucking mess. It is in complete disarray. You see these, at least one of these like large stone slab tables, and there's just parchment, paper, scrolls strewn about it. A number of other pieces of wood furniture just shattered along the floor, pieces all over the place. You can see two small offshoot chambers and at least one other table with a number of scrolls and papers stacked up on it, inkwells, various vials and what looks like sort of alchemical supplies and reagents. But from what you can see of this long main chamber, there's nothing else in here except for broken furniture and upheaved belongings.
Okay. I'd like to cautiously and try to look into the other rooms.
And I'll follow along. I'm just going to keep an eye out as well for any telltale signs of traps while we're proceeding around this room.
Oops. Shit. Sorry, one sec. Okay, so, give me another investigation, Asher.
Fine shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, as the tracks enter this building, given that it turns to the stone groundwork, it's very hard to make out anything. There's just so much shit strewn across the floor that any indication of where exactly they went in the house is lost.
Is it like extremely dark in here?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no lights at all.
Alright.
Do I have dynamic?
Kind
I
of-
do have dynamic lighting turned on. Can you guys even see anything? Is it just black?
I can see my character.
Black for me.
Yeah, I can see my character and that's it.
I'll kind of use my arm, hold Asher back a bit, kind of look back at the door slightly, and I'll take a step or two forward and pull out a torch.
Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work, maybe? Maybe. Maybe one day. Alright, give me 1 second. For some reason it's not letting me give you sight. This is very weird.
No problem.
Oh, I'm just stupid. Got it. You had sight, just not a torch.
Quite dark.
It is.
Okay.
So, as you light up the torch and step through the threshold into the building, your detect good and evil immediately goes off.
Immediately what?
This goes off. You get this strange sensation, this lurking feeling. There's something in here.
Okay. Do I know where it is coming from? This sense?
You can tell it's deeper in the house, but where exactly, you're not sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's a small building, so.
Yeah. I'll kind of whisper to Asher. Shall we wait for the others? How far behind we are?
I'm just going to nod and start backing away from the doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna stay inside.
Okay. So, as you stand within this just front portion, just inside the doorway, Asher backs out, and you hear this sudden echoing, this long moan that just penetrates the walls and reverberates around the area, and then it stops. There's nothing. A minute later, there's another louder this time, almost more aggressive sounding. And then as something slams hard into the ground. At this point, the rest of you catch up, likely meeting up with Asher outside and waving you towards the building. Come on, drag him out. Who are we missing? Emmett?
My dark vision is not working.
And they can likely see myself and my light from the doorway, right?
Yes.
There you go.
I didn't do anything.
What? You have sight now.
I can't even see 30.
You should be able to see Darius's light. Right?
Yeah, but that's not even.
No, I know, I'm just saying that should work, right?
Oh yeah, I can see, but my dark vision isn't working.
Dark vision? What is that witchcraft you speak of?
It's just witchcraft.
Oh wow, my walls aren't working either. Nice. That doesn't matter though. It's rather irrelevant.
Yeah, I've got a very stark difference. Yeah, I've got this line that just appears in the thing.
Well, no, that line's supposed to be there, but the lines for the walls are gone. So, let me resize you guys so you're not towering giants.
I am a towering giant.
Well, not in my
So
house.
is Darius.
But I guess I'm not in my house, so it's cool.
That house 2.0.
So as you guys come like running up, following the tracks, you see Asher standing outside this. I mean, it's a small building, but amongst those here, it's kind of sizable. It's decrepit. The windows are all barred up from the outside. The doors swung ajar, and Asher kind of just like waves you over.
I've got my sword out. I'm just gonna like pull, awaiting the others.
I just want to go up to Asher and quietly. So, is it inside there? Do we know?
Aaron.
Is Aaron dropped? Or...
No, he died last fight, remember?
And then we lose him.
Same, we met
So,
him.
Frozen in fear. That's what it is.
from those
It happened.
drones.
Why are you standing in this house, Danius?
I kind of finally noticed y'all's approach, and I turn around. I take a step or two back towards the doorway and keep my voice low. Explain. Right, it appears the beast has entered this location. Ransacked the place, I don't know what for. Before leaving out the back. Search the
I look
place.
I look up at the room and like, there's nothing in here, Darius.
Perhaps not.
I mean, I can see
Place
the whole
was-
room.
Right, well, you're welcome to check it out with me. But this place might have been important to it, which makes it important to knowing what it's about. Out of all the locations it could have stopped at, it chose here.
Are you sure it even came in here? Did you see it?
Its tracks led right here and right out the back side. The back door was splintered open from the inside.
So doesn't that imply it left?
Correct.
So, why
So we're no longer chasing the monster then, is that what you're saying?
We are. But we're also finding out why it stopped here.
Well, the reason it's probably gone.
Right, then let's go out the back and continue pursuit.
I'm sure there's like this room a little, like a proper once over before, like as we walk through, like just having a little peek around. Do I spot anything?
Well, as soon as you step through the doorway, and I mean, it looks like Tom's already snuck his way up in there. Of course, the darkness kind of fucking Tom over, probably.
Tom doesn't just keep right on the edge of the light to where he can see what's going on over there, but not
Yeah.
be seen.
These are the most disadvantaged
Yep.
and everything anyway. Makes a difference.
So,
Based on walk around with his eyes closed, right? It doesn't hurt.
so as soon as you walk through that doorway abruptly, you hear the same thing Darius heard earlier. This time, much louder, much more echoing, and just you hear the slamming of wood as it just shatters in this furthest room. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Not amazing.
oh, I rolled myself.
I rolled.
Yes. I think Darius will gladly take that.
Up to you.
Yeah, Darius, you're within 15. You can have that 15 initiative if you want.
Darius did not
Okay,
mention the
5.
sound to you guys, did he?
Huh?
Nope.
No.
All right, so Tom probably isn't surprised. He's just sitting there, kind of just watching this unfold very perceptively. Everyone else is, however, though. None of you are aware, as far as you're concerned. The thing is gone, and yeah.
Wait. So we didn't hear this.
Oh no, you hear it, but it is acting with
Oh.
surprise as it just comes lumbering out of this room. So Tom, you're first to react.
I don't see.
You haven't seen anything yet, no. But you can very
Yeah.
clearly hear it coming from the
So-
room directly to your left.
Okay, I'm going to ready and active if something comes out. I'm going to talk. So I can see the little opening there. So
Okay. And as soon as you ready this, you see. Oh, do you see? Let me see things from your perspective real quick.
Oh, light stops right there.
It's
isn't
just gonna be. Well, it doesn't matter. It's already disadvantage. Heyo. So, you see this thing just kind of 2 hands grab a hold of the doorway, pull itself through this. I mean, this figure that is probably about the same size as of Ruck. It's humanoid, but quite large, and even in the very dull light, you can tell that. I mean, it's just this fleshy amalgamation of stitching. Go ahead and do that ready to attack.
I've never fought one of these.
Ready to attack, Tom?
Can't say that anymore, can?
You had ready to
What?
attacks, right?
Yeah.
Go for it. As soon as he steps through,
Okay.
throwing them dags.
8.
Unfortunately missing.
Natural 1.
I mean, you hear this, and I mean, based on what you've been fighting, you are not expecting what walks through this door, and it just kind of slams into the wall. The thing immediately just and starts charging its way towards you.
Great.
What do you see?
Yeah, and you just watch. I mean, as this thing comes further out of the doorway, I mean, you can see it's got almost nothing on. It's got like this rag around its waist, covering the upper half of its legs. But other than that, it's just flesh. And it immediately, 2 massive hands go slamming into you. Hopefully it works.
Now, does it have dark vision?
It does.
Oh, dang. How much?
25 as this thing just brings 2 meaty paws straight down into you, just pummeling away at you. I mean, there's this almost berserker frenzy to this thing, and it's just relentless in its onslaught. And
Use uncanny dodge, by the way, Tom.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I will use uncanny dodge.
all right, so one of those will be just take 6 off of what you or add 6 back on. Huge meaty paws. And we're at the top then. So Asher, it's on to you. And I mean, you all hear this. This thing is just slamming, and you could probably hear Tom grunting in pain.
You said this thing, too.
It's a little more than 6, right? Because it's half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically,
Yeah,
if you do it on the
that's what I
second one, I'll allow it.
On the first, though, wouldn't you after it hit you? 12 is a big hit.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a 1
I
point
mean,
difference.
Tom's going to be force fed his intestines next turn either way, so I don't think it matters.
It's the difference between 6 and 7. It doesn't matter to me. So, Asher, it's on you.
That's fine.
So I am not going in that room. I am going to
Very fair.
ready in action to take a shot. if I
Get the doorway and shoot in.
Yeah, I'm just going to be looking over Emin's shoulder. Can I see this thing from where I am, or is it right on the edge of...
Yeah, I mean, you could see the outline of it. To you, I mean, it's probably just a humanoid figure. You can't quite tell that it's like this patchwork flesh, but you can see it.
Okay. I am just going to into the room to ready an attack action in case anything comes towards him.
Okay. Tom, it's on to you. Oh, Milo is fucking huge.
Going to he's to run away as he can.
You guys don't even see Tom, actually. You just see this thing going to town. I think Vrock's the only one that can see Tom.
Yeah.
Let's go to run over here.
Almost heard out of the darkness out of nowhere. What the?
Yeah, and as you...
Yeah, I'm pretty bad off. Like, I got hurt pretty good.
Are you disengaging there, or?
I don't have to, because of my
That's only if you do a hit, right?
You're attacking.
Yeah, you have to do an attack to get that.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That's why it's so awesome. You get the attack and a free disengage.
Alright. We'll attack him before I move. 6. Oh, God.
Oh, one.
Yeah, 1.
Oh.
But bonus action 8, and then I'm going to move.
Okay. So, yeah, you go swinging in, and as this thing, I mean, you try to land these attacks, but I mean, it's just so overbearing. It's fists coming down at you. You manage to just slip out instead, weaving between Darius
Stupid
and Vrock.
Sword!
And Darius, it's on to you as you watch Tom just slip out of the shadows. This thing, as you kind of slip out, just turns around, probably for the first time now noticing all of you. You see him kind of halt for a second and then let out this bestial, angry roar.
I kind of think to myself, that's not right. In front, cover me, lads, and I start walking toward the sergeant and take 2 swings with my longsword.
What do you?
Fools!
You just
Yeah, you try, but I mean, as you come in, I mean, you swing the first time, and he just stands back from it. As you swing the second time, he actually brings a hand up, catches the sword, and like there's blood just pouring from it all across your blade and his hand, but it doesn't seem to bother him at all. He kind of just shrugs you off.
I suppose I'd have to drop the torch before attacking and all that, so it's probably like laying on the floor somewhere.
It's fine.
And that's it for my turn.
Vrock.
Alright. So, I guess I run forward to meet it. And I'm gonna Green Flame Blade him. Bonus action hex him, but I missed anyway. So I still got it from the hour, so.
Woo!
That's a 1.
You guys are great. Emin.
Yeah.
What is happening? Oh shit! I'm sorry.
that silver dagger you've got doesn't have dex on it. On the to hit.
You're right, yeah. Also, what is your -2 bonus on the rapier for?
Exhaustion? Back when that was still a thing?
Exhaustion is just a disadvantage, it's not a static penalty like that.
Oh, yeah. Then I don't know. Also, I lied. That 9 with the longsword did hit.
Oh shit!
Which actually makes sense.
Oh,
he
fuck.
fucking catches it and like.
I
mean,
missed.